It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Today we're going to jump on that Sharp Interactive board. We're going to go through Riso and Brother's third quarter numbers for FY ending March of 2023. Before we get started, looking at the numbers, I want to share a quote by Coach Bear Bryant. And it goes like this. It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It is the will to prepare to win that matters. It is the will to prepare to win that matters. Over the last couple of weeks, as I've shared the OEMs third quarter numbers, I was pretty excited about trying to make sure everybody understood the importance of profit. And the reality of that is, ladies and gentlemen, in order to prepare to win in this ever-changing industry, we're going to have money to do it. The preparation's going to take some investment. And if we continue to run around and chase revenue at all costs and not focus on profitability, we're not going to be able to make the investments to prepare to win. Just something we should all be thinking about. So now let's jump on that Sharp Interactive board and start out with Riso. Riso did not have a presentation, so I only have one slide. And let me share some thoughts on that slide. Riso's top line revenue for the 9 months for the FY ending March of 2023 is $395.2 million. Operating profit of $26.8 million or 7%. First thing I do is put my pen down, give them a big clap. Congratulations, Riso. Riso's always making profit. You'll see underneath Riso that I have Konica Minolta for their whole company up there. Same period of time, 9 months, FY ending March of 2023. Konica Minolta's total revenue for that is $6.2 billion. They have an operating profit, which is less than 0.5% at $26 million. And the reason I'm doing that is a simple reason. A lot of times people think the small folks, don't worry about them. We're a whole lot bigger. It doesn't matter how big you are. If you don't have the money, you're not bringing profit, and you're not allowed to make the investments to prepare for the changes coming, you might find yourself in trouble. When I look at Riso, I look at a company that's in a pretty good position. They're a well-run company with some fantastic technologies. They're not a high-producing revenue company, but we all know, and I've been saying it for a while now, the business world of print is going to move to ink. I think Riso's in a pretty good position. Riso will probably get gobbled up by somebody else that'll see a well-run company that understands how to make operating profit and would love to make them part of their portfolio. That's probably going to happen, especially as more and more end users prefer ink over laser. And we all know that day's coming. So again, Riso, congratulations. I realize you're one of the little fellas out there, but at the end of the day, you ought to be proud of yourself because you made more operating profit over the last 9 months than a $6.2 billion company. That ought to make you happy. Let's look at the next slide. Next slide is Brother. Top line revenue for Brother as the whole company is $4.6 billion. Operating profit of $440 million, 9.6%. The only thing I could do is put the pen down and give them a big clap as well. Brother, another one, consistently delivering operating profit. $4.6 billion for the total company in revenue for 9 months, operating profit of $440 million. Let's look at that place that we all call home, those friends of mine that sell supply and service print equipment, because we don't really care about the sewing machines, do we? I will tell you this, that all the divisions within Brother are profitable. Brother as a company has discipline to make profit. So even though we're just part of that company, and a big part of that company, our industry, we should be proud to call them a partner. So let's look at the total revenue for the 9 months for Brother. $2.8 billion. $2.8 billion in that P&S space. That's where the print space is, right? $253 million, 9% operating profit. Again, we got to give them a big clap. Congratulations, Brother. I mean, look at that. $2.8 billion top line revenue for the 9 months, $253 million in operating profit. I want to do a comparison against Brother, the whole company, to Rico, the whole company. Rico, the whole company, $11.6 billion in total revenue for the 9 months for the FY ending March of 2023. They have $301.3 million in operating profit. Brother, total company, $4.6 billion with an operating profit of $440 million, 9.5%. Rico, $7 billion more dollars in revenue. $7 billion more dollars in revenue, but yet their operating profit is $139 million less than our friends over at Brother. Now, if this was just kind of an anomaly, that'd be okay. Rico's making some investments. They're taking some hiccups. But if you go back through time, we talked about this quite a bit lately, Rico, I think you could learn from Brother. I think folks like Brother should scare you. Hopefully they scare you into more discipline so you too can achieve these 9.5% and 10% operating profits. I wanted to share this slide because this is going on all over the world. The OEMs are retooling themselves. They're fixing factories. You got Brother building a factory in India. Geopolitics is going to play a role in our industry, and I've been talking about this. But the OEMs, in order for them to prepare to win, they're going to have to make investments. And some of these investments that they're going to have to make might come quicker than they wanted them to. And if they don't have that discipline and operating profit, they're not going to be able to do it. And it's going to be really, really important for all the OEMs in the space to be able to acknowledge that. Here's something that was in their presentation, and they're talking about how they're going to take a hit in operating profit. They're telling the world, we might only end up with 7.4%. I mean, folks, this is amazing to me. And this is something that both Konica and Rico should pay attention to. Could you imagine? When I look at the Konica and Rico's financials, you get a lot of these ambitions that we're going to get to 9 or 10 or 12%. But then the reality of that is far and few between. They actually hit it. On the contrary, you look at those folks that continuously deliver operating profit, and they're in trouble when they go down to 7%. Ladies and gentlemen, the times that we're in are tough. And it will be whether you're an OEM, whether you're one of my dealer friends, or whether you're a software vendor that supports this industry. We have to prepare to win. And that preparation is going to take new thinking, new investments, maybe some new consultants. But at the end of the day, we have to play to win. Do you all have the will to win? Because everybody wants to win. Just some things to think about, my friends, because we all know this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all tomorrow.